Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Got another EDC knife video for you. And I usually do a top 5 most carried knives for the month. And I didn't really do one for December. And for January, I kept track what knives I carried, but I didn't really keep track of how many times I carried each one. So I'm not going to do a top 5 or a top whatever. I'm going to show you every knife that I carried for the month of December. And when we get down to the bottom or the top, the last 4 or 5, I'll show you my newest knives that I got this month, and I'll show you the one that I carried the absolute most. So to start off, I ended up most of the end of December and first part of January carrying the Ops Rancor 4. This is a pretty awesome knife. It's by Bear & Sons. It has 14C 28N steel, tanto blade. It's got their slide lock version of the axis lock. The action on this thing is remarkable. It's all steel. A semi-deep carry pocket clip. Does have a glass breaker. You can take that off. I took it off, but then I ended up putting it back on and just left it. Guess in the end it didn't bother me. I like it better than having a screw hole. But yeah, this is a pretty nice knife. I was surprised how much I liked it and how much I carried this a ton. So, first knife, Bear Ops Rancor 4, tanto blade. Yeah, pretty decent, pretty awesome knife. Some of the other ones I carried this one. This was a Christmas gift. It's no name. It's from Cabelas 10-year member club. This little lock blade, wooden handles. All it says on there is stainless, made in China. But it's a nice little knife. Kind of traditional looking, lock back. Fit and finish on this thing's actually, really good. And yeah, it is super sharp. Yeah, I carried this a couple times. I just threw this in my pocket. And it works out pretty good. It's not you can't really drop shut. It's definitely 2-hand open, 2-hand close. It's small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6.5 inches long. Full 4-finger grip. Yeah. So this was a Christmas present, and for not having, no brand, don't know what steel it is, probably 440 something. Pretty nice knife. Like I said, the fit and finish is really nice on this. It's rock solid. So yeah, that's a pretty neat little carry deck a few times. Some of these you're gonna recognize, obviously. The Elementum makes in my pocket quite often. Civivi Elementum. This is the S35E blade with a Jade Natural G10. Yeah. Action is great on this. I like it. It's lighter than my copper one. A little thinner blade stock, a little thinner handle width. I just like the looks of this. With the Jade, the natural G10 and the black blade. I like the looks of it. But yeah, Civivi Elementum. This one in particular, the S35 one. Made it in my pocket. Another one I acquired actually I bought it Christmas Eve off a friend. Is the Spyderco Urban. And this is a pretty awesome little knife. It's a slip joint with a half stop. Got pretty decent deep carry pocket clip, the wire pocket clip. I like the wire clips. FRN scales, but yeah, easy one hand open. It's got a forward finger choil. You can choke up, and when you're choked up, there's no chance of it closing on you. But yeah, this is a nice little slicer. So yeah, I bought this. This is used. Centering is still good, and I've carried it quite a bit. And this is a good 5th pocket knife. I've carried it as a secondary knife. I carried it as a primary knife. Works out good. I'm glad I picked it up. Got a pretty good deal on it. But the Spyderco Urban slip joint. Another one you've seen before is a CJRB Feldspar. Not much to say about the Feldspar. Excellent action. Thumb stud, liner lock, deep carry pocket clip. Nice deep carry pocket clip. Recessed scale, recessed screws, in and out of the pocket good. I like the micarta on this thing. Just a nice, excellent knife. And this is D2 steel. I didn't mention this one is N690 steel. It's made in Italy. So, like I said, that's a Spyderco Urban. This is a CJRB Feldspar, the mini, the small. It's small, but I can get 4 fingers on it. Works good. I like carrying this. I may get the large because I like the small so much. Okay, so here's a knife I haven't had on a channel for a while, and I carried it a few times this month, and I remember how much I really liked it. And it's the steel wheel Modus. Now this is the made in Italy M390 version. So these things they're discontinued, but they were like $145 when they were new. I actually got this off eBay for like $76 for half price. And there's hundreds of videos on the Modus out there, and everyone, say the action's good on the standard FRN handled one, D2 steel, but ergos are excellent. I love the blade shape. It's a pretty good slicer, and the action on this thing, watch it. Now, this is like the best drop shutting knife I have. I mean, you don't even have to shake it. All you have to do is turn the handle. Rockets right out. Now, 1 G10 scales. Like I said, ergos are excellent on this thing. You can choke up a little bit. I got fat fingers, so I'm pushing it. But for detail cuts, I can tip my finger and do what I gotta do. But you gotta make sure your thumb's out of the way because this thing drops. And it's rock solid. There's no blade play, nothing like that. So, awesome knife. I don't like the pocket clip. It leaves that much sticking up, all shiny, 3 screws in the clip. You got the blade showing, but in pocket, it carries fine. You do have a pocket pecker, but carries not bad once it's in your pocket. Like I said, I really don't like that much of a knife sticking up out of my pocket, but other than that, man, this is an awesome knife, and I need to carry that more off because it's just a good knife. And obviously, one of my favorites is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This always seems to, migrate back in my pocket when I take it out. This is your basic standard S30V. Came with black G10 scales. I do have maroon although you can't really tell, it looks black, but maroon micarta scales, some sharp dressed knives. I have a Lynch clip, Lynch Northwest clip on it, deep carry clip. I bought that same time I bought the knife. I actually got the clip before the knife, so as soon as I got it, I never even put it in my pocket with the old clip. I swapped out the clip. Love it. Love carrying this thing, using it. A friend of mine made, same one I bought the Urban from, made me a couple back spacers for it. I have the black one in right now. And all they do is snap in place. You don't have to disassemble it or anything. But yeah, I like the back spacer. Gives you a little more grip on a knife that locks in your hand. You know, the PM2, known for ergos, the ergos on it. And I like that back spacer. So, Spyderco Paramilitary 2, that, you know, that gets in my pocket all the time. And one I carried a lot more than I thought I would is the CJRB Mylea. This little knife is such an awesome little secondary knife. I mean, I've carried it as, you know, the only knife I've carried, but what an awesome blade shape. It is great for detailed draw cuts, opening packages. It's slicey. I did sharpen it. It has AR, I can never remember, AR RPM 9 steel. It's the only knife I have with that steel. Seems to hold an edge, you know, pretty good. Like I said, I've used this a ton. And I did sharpen it. But yeah, it's a little knife closed. It's only counting the flipper tab. 1, 2, 3, less than 3.5 inches. It's a front flipper. It's got thumb studs. Yeah, just an awesome little knife. Great fifth pocket carry knife. You don't even know it's there. Deep carry pocket clip. The only hit, you know, hit I can give on is this clip was awful strong. I did have trouble getting it out of the pocket. It was so strong. So I did bend it a little bit, release some of the tension. Now it works really good. I had a commenter on the video for this complain about the detent being so stiff you couldn't even hardly open it. This one was a little, detent was a little heavy when I first got it, but now it's excellent. It's dialed in, lockup is good, no blade play. It's a 3-finger knife, you know, but you can get your fingertip up here if you're doing real detailed work. But yeah, it's a 3-finger knife. I like it. Carry this a lot. CJRB Mylea. It's designed by Swags. There's their logo right there. And I have another knife designed by Swags coming up shortly. Let's see. Another one. The Ritter Hog Mini RSK is an awesome knife. I got this one instead of a mini grip. I have a full-size grip. I was going to get a mini grip, and I decided to get this one. And this thing's just an awesome knife. 20 CV steel. You can see right behind the thumb stud. Hog, designed by Doug Ritter, made in USA. Able lock, their version of the Axis lock, works excellent. I mean, you get it down there, it draws it in. So it's awesome. Got a deep carry pocket clip, in and out of pocket good. Real grippy G10 scales with I don't know, starburst type of pattern. Yeah, it's really grippy. And yet there's enough of a curve here that it goes in and out of pocket fine. I thought it was going to be a pocket shredder, but it's not. Centering is still a dead eye. I've done absolutely nothing to it. It is still sharp. I'm not looking forward to the day I have to sharpen 20 CV, but we'll get her. Awesome knife. Yeah, the mini RSK is a little bit longer overall in handle and blade than the mini grip, and fits my hand good. The mini grip was just a little bit too small for me. So that was another one I carried. So let's get in a couple odd things here. One odd thing is I've actually carried a neck knife, and I bought this, I think, either right before or right after Christmas, and it's a Civivi Kira EDC. That's a Karadashi type of knife, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Comes with this sheath. It's just molded plastic. It's not nothing special. It had a black chain on it. It was a thinner chain, and the black was actually getting scraped off. So actually, my friend that sold me the Urban and made that backspacer threw this chain at me, and I used it. It's heavier. It's a lot heavier than the other one. I like the black, but like I said, the black coating was just scratching off. It looked like total garbage after a little bit. Yeah. Civivi Kira EDC. Man, this is a nice little detail cutter. You know, you can do a lot of stuff with this. And I carried that. I'm not into neck knives, but I like that one. Another one, another fixed blade, and again, I bought this same time I bought the Urban, and it's the ESEE Azula, the smaller model. It's a Azula 1, if you want to call it that. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome knife. I didn't do a review on this. My friend let me borrow it to check it out, and I played with it a little bit. I carried it. It was set up for vertical carry. But the more I messed with it, I used it a little bit. I'm like, I like that. So I ended up buying it. I swapped the belt clip around. It's only got 3 screws in it, but now I can carry it. I carry an appendix on the front, cross draw, so I reach this over and pull it out, do what I have to do. And yeah, I've carried this a few times. I like carrying it, using it. Can't wait, you know, we get back into hiking in the spring, and yeah, I'm going to carry this. This is a pretty cool knife. But yeah, another knife I don't usually carry, fixed blades. But the ESEE Azula, made in the USA. Pretty nice. It's got the micarta scales on it. You can take those off if you want. Just have it the skeletonized handle. Make it a little lighter and smaller, but yeah, I carried that one. So another one I carried, I got for Christmas, was an Opinel number 7. This is obviously purple. And well, I tell you, I didn't have an Opinel since I was a kid. And I got one. I got an orange one, number 7, for my lunchbox knife. And I like using it. This has got some crud on it. But yeah, these are an awesome knife. Now, number 7, I can still get a 4-finger grip. Works good. I can get my finger way up towards the tip. Just a classic. It's a classic. You know, Open L. I'm going to get a number 8. Try that. I'll probably just get the plain wood color next time. But I carried this. It's, you know, it's really light. You put this in your pocket, you do forget you have it. Now, it wouldn't stand up in my pocket. It kept falling down and stuff. And I don't like that. But I bought these little leather slips. They're Rough Riders. Bought them from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And, yeah, number 7 fits in the large slip perfect. And for some reason, I have this in my pocket. It stands up better, stays standing up. And if you do it right, you could actually just grab hold of the lanyard and it'll pull out the corner, this corner, either way, however you got it in your pocket, kind of catches and stays. But, you know, it's no big deal to pull this out and stuff this back in your pocket. So I definitely carried this a few times, and I do like the Open L's. You know, it takes a little time to pull it out, turn the lock ring, open it, turn the lock ring, use it, turn the lock ring, close it, turn the lock ring. But man, these are awesome knives. Like I said, I have an orange one I keep in my lunchbox. I use it all the time to cut whatever, you know, food I'm eating. I rinse it off, wipe it off, bring it home, touch it, you know, wash it, and lives in my lunchbox. So definitely carried that one. Purple. I like purple. So down to the last 5. Try to make this a little short, quick. So 4 knives I got this month. I've carried quite a bit. Obviously, I get a new knife, I want to carry it, but 3 of these I really like. And the other one I like a lot. And that's a CRKT Squid. Now this is the D2 blade, the micarta scale version. This is an awesome little knife. I really like it. It's a 3-finger grip. It is actually almost the same size as the Mylea, which I find I carry and use a lot. So this one is really easy to carry. It's a great 5th pocket knife. Got semi-deep carry pocket clip, black wash or black stone wash. I like that. Love this green micarta scale. Now, I did an unboxing video on this, and I said it was on Teflon washers. This version is on phosphorus bronze washers, so that's good. It's not the best flipper. It's getting better. Yeah, it's getting a lot better. It's kind of tight, but it's a small knife, you know. It's nothing to slow roll it. Not very intimidating looking. I think it's classy looking with the green micarta scales, this bronze colored backspacer. So yeah, I carried the CRKT Squid quite a bit since I've gotten it. And the next 3 I really like. And I can't even rank them, which one I like the most. But let's do one that I got. This is my first Kizer. And it has a back flipper and a front flipper. And check the colors out. If you're a Star Wars fan, you should recognize the color scheme. It's in Boba Fett colors. That's why I got it. And this is the right there on the pocket clip, the Latvin Mini. The Focus by Kizer. And like I said, it's my first Kizer, but yeah, it has a back flipper and it's really small and it's not hard to use. After a while, it does hurt my fingertip, but I dropped it. But you get it just right, and it just rockets right out. It's not that difficult to use. Like I said, it is small after a while. It does make your fingertips a little sore, but it's a front flipper, and that's excellent. That works excellent. Lockup is good. This is N690 steel. You can see there. There's the Kizer logo. Nice small setback on by the scales. Action on this thing's nice. It is so smooth. It's not really drop shutty. You know, it's a pretty small, lightweight blade. And if you didn't notice, the spine on this is crowned. That is really nice. Love the blade shape. I think they actually call it a spear point. I call it more of a, a drop point. It's got good jimping up here. It's got jimping back here on the flipper tab that you can hold on to. Gives you good grip up here. But yeah, it's just a 4-finger grip. And being this blade or this handle style, kind of straight, it's got a little curve here. And it's cut in just a little bit there. Yeah, ergos are excellent on this thing. Deep carry pocket clip. Nice deep carry pocket clip. It's not a huge one. It's a shorter one. Carries excellent. This thing's light. But yeah, the Latvin Mini by Kizer. And this one is in Boba Fett colors. They have different color schemes. I think it's black with a white stripe. They have a titanium one for a lot more money. But yeah, man, this thing, action is awesome. Either way, front flipper, back flipper, rockets right out, D10 is dialed in. I really like this one. Again, it's a Kizer Latvin Mini. I mean, blade centering is dead center. Awesome knife. I really like it. Next one was supposed to be my first Kizer, and I had issues getting it, but I finally got one. And this is the Swags Swayback. And it's a button lock. So it's got a flipper tab, flip it out, nice action. Drop shuts, yeah, push that button in all the way. Thumb studs dialed right in. So I do that all the time. I try to use a liner lock, and especially when I switch over from another liner lock knife. But yeah, awesome Warren Cliff blade. Love it. This is N690 also. Someplace it says up here by the thumb stud. Now this logo is bigger and it's way out here. I much prefer the Kizer logo like on this one, but yeah, stuff on a blade doesn't bother me that much. Sway back, the ergos on this thing, they feel funny when you first grip it, but when you're using it, it fits in your hand good. The ball of your thumb here fits where it's supposed to. That fits in the palm. Got the belly here, fills the hand. Yeah, in use, the ergos are actually pretty good. I like it. And it's not a deep carry pocket clip. You got this much showing out of your pocket. I don't like that so much, but I've carried this a ton, use it. This thing makes excellent draw cuts. It is sharp. So the Kizer Swags, like I said, it's designed by Swags. You don't know who Swags is, look her up. Watch her videos. get it to focus on the blade here. But yeah, this is quickly turned out to be one I really like. Kizer Swags Swayback. So let's put these together. These are the 3 of the 4 I got this month. The next one, I'm really surprised. I love this knife, and it's the Finch Simmeron. I saw quite a few YouTube videos on this, and I thought it was, looked nice, so I got one. And yeah, I just can't say enough about this. There'll be a dedicated video to this, a full review. And this is 14C 28N steel, G10 scales, two-tone G10. Got green on the outside and the inner is gray, or tan on this one, sorry. Action on this thing is just stupid smooth. And it works so nice. I freaking love this. Ergos with this straight handle, neutral grip is good in my hand. Full 4-finger grip. I got lots of room. Jimping on the backside of the flipper tab, you can choke up a little bit. It's a longer blade. It's a little over 3. It's a little overall blade length's under 3.5. It's a little over 3-inch blade. You got about 3-inch cutting edge, but liner lock. This thing is just, man. I love how the entire blade disappears in the scale, in the handle. It's got a matching green G10 backspacer. I just totally like this knife. This logo, this shield, actually glows in the dark. I don't know if you can see that. Give it a little power here. See if I can cover it. Well, I haven't turned my lights off, but yeah, you can see it. That's pretty cool. The fit and finish on this thing, you can barely feel that. I mean, totally nice. Nice made, well built knife. Titanium pocket clip. And again, it's not deep carry. You get what I always call that the shark fin sticking out of your pocket, but I don't care on this knife. Absolutely do not care. This thing carries so nice, so slender, carries in the pocket excellent. Like I said, action on this thing's awesome. Nice sharp blade, 14C 28N. Good steel by my standards. Ergos are just excellent. So yeah, the Finch Knife Co. Simmeron comes in different colors, schemes. Check them out. There's a couple other knives by them I want. But yeah, those are the 4 I got this month, and they've seen a lot of pocket time. Now, the one I've carried this every day since I got it right before Christmas, and it was a Christmas present, and it is the Victorinox Hiker. Now this knife, yeah, I've used this a ton. It's got a nice long main blade. You got your shorter blade, little blade, and I tell you what that works good for is sharpening pencils. That's what I've used it for. Got flat screwdriver, bottle opener, wire stripper. You got a little screwdriver, can opener. You also got a saw blade that is super sharp. I haven't quite figured out how to open and close it without poking myself, but I have not used this for a task. I've used it, to play with. I cut a furring strip with it, and it works great. On the back side, you have, there we go, all with the sewing eye. I've used that to scrape stuff, dig out cracks. Actually, it's a good fingernail cleaner. But yeah, it's got an awl. Then it's got this Phillips screwdriver. Works good. My daughter was reconfiguring her computer desk, and she'd taken that little side piece off one side, attaching it the other side, and this is what she used for the screws. I'm like, all the tools I have and multi-tools, and you picked the Swiss Army knife. Yeah, it works good. So I've actually used it once. So like I said, I've carried this thing, plus you have a pair of tweezers and a toothpick. But like I was saying, I've carried this every day since I got it. I was just throwing it in my pocket, and like I said, I don't like things just floating around the bottom of my pocket. So I've carried it with my little handmade knife slip that I made out of a bicycle inner tube. That works good. It actually stays kind of upright in my pocket. I've used one of the Rough Rider leather slips, the large, that fits in there great. I've used my little leather pocket organizer. I've carried that in there with my little red Olight i3T and my little red narwhal pen I bought. So I can set it up all red carry, and it's worked good that way. But I kind of decided to do this setup, and this is how I carried my little Leatherman Squirt PS4 all summer. Night Eyes S-Beaner, locking S-Beaner. I got it on the little split ring and attached to a Key Smart key dangler. So I slipped this down in my left front pocket, hooked this on top of my pocket, and it hangs there, stands there, right next to my phone. Perfect setup for me. Got plenty of room for my phone in this, and then it makes this easy to pull out of the pocket, use it. If this gets in the way, it's easy to disconnect and take off. But I haven't had no issues with this on there using it. But yeah, Victorinox knife, when you pull this out in public around people to do something, they look at it, they don't give it a second thought. Oh, he's got a Boy Scout knife, a Swiss Army knife. No issues. You pull this out, they think might go Rambo on someone. Even something like this is a classic little lockback. They don't give too much concern about. And, an open L, they don't care. You get a funky shaped knife like this, they kind of question, give you the side eye, it's purple. But yeah, my most carried knife, definitely, because I've carried it every single day, and is a Victorinox Hiker. My wife got me for Christmas. Absolutely like it, love it. And this setup works great. Like I said, it just hangs in my pocket. My phone sits next to it, no issues. Take my phone in and out of my pocket, no problem. Take this in and out, no problem. So yeah, my most carried knife for January 2021 is definitely the Victorinox Hiker. And yeah, these are all the knives I've carried this month. And next month I'll probably go back to the top 5 because this is a long ass video. So as usual, if you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and until the next video, bye.